tablet, or computer. The account is free. The play is free. Play one card, play more, chat with other players, meet new friends. All free at BingoRadioUSA.com. That's BingoRadioUSA.com. Bingo from any device. Hurry, free accounts are limited.
Did you know Mike Lindell has over 150 different items on the MyPillow website, and any of them would be great for Christmas gifts for your friends and family? Go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio listener square, use my promo code USA, or call 1-800-951-8175 after you've explored the MyPillow website. Use that promo code USA and save big on anything in the MyPillow website just for Christmas.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Ocala Business Leaders Incorporated is a group of independent local firms providing a wide range of quality goods and services. Each firm strives to maintain the highest level of professional integrity and 100% customer satisfaction. When you're looking for goods and services, call a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, and we are confident you will be pleased with the results. If you're interested in becoming a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, join us at the Ocala Municipal Golf Course, 3130 East Silver Springs Boulevard, any Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. and enjoy a breakfast on us. For more information, check OcalaBusinessLeaders.com.
You're having another great day and you have good taste tuning into WOCA The Source with Ocala Talks and Tom Schmitz. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Monday, you know, there was a big movement in this country after the Derek Chauvin knee on the neck of George Floyd and the subsequent death of George Floyd and the guilty verdict of Derek Chauvin, rightfully so, by the way. You don't put your knee on somebody's neck for over 9.5 minutes. I don't care how stellar the person was you were holding down. And by all indications, George Floyd was a bad dude. He did hold a gun to a pregnant woman's belly during a home invasion in Texas. But that doesn't mean he should be murdered. And that's what happened to him in Minneapolis. Well, after that spurred a lot of interest in defunding the police. I don't know what defunding the police means. Does that mean take money from their budget? Or does that mean take money from their budget for officers and put it in a budget for the police department to bring in counselors? You know, maybe we can talk to Chief Balkin about that when he gets in here at 10 o'clock. I don't know. But the reason I bring this up is in Burlington, Vermont, I'm going to tell you a story about Burlington, Vermont. And it could be anywhere USA. And that's what's so shattering about this. The story starts in June of 2020 at a city council budget meeting in the college town near the Canadian border. The meeting stretched past midnight as hundreds of residents logged into the Zoom broadcast meeting to speak. Over 9 hours, bleary-eyed council members heard a message that had rippled across the country in the wake of the George Floyd death. Enough performing, one said, to fund the Burlington Police Department. The council would ultimately pass a resolution that upended the way policing was done in that city. Other cities with similar profiles, a majority white college town, they defunded their police. Norman, Oklahoma, where the University of Oklahoma is at, diverted 4% of its police budget to community services. Northampton, Mass. cut 10% from the police budget. Burlington, however, went a little farther. They slashed 30% of its police force by attrition. Well, guess what happened? They now have problems with public safety. They have problems with quality of life. This isn't just the police saying this. This is residents in the town saying it. City leaders have been forced to reckon with that unintended situation. Almost a year and a half later, no one is happy about the 30% defunding. Even the city council councilperson who proposed the resolution, councilperson Zaria Hightower, member of the Progressive Party in that town, said, "We're in a situation that I think nobody wanted us to get into." Imagine that. The mayor agrees. The mayor didn't support the cuts to the police. There's a lot of damage that's been done in the last 16 months. Burlington's a city of about 45,000, nestled on Lake Champlain. It's the home of the University of Vermont and a beacon of progressive politics. I mean, it's where Bernie Sanders launched his political career, folks. Okay, that's what we're talking about here. City council divisions aren't between Republicans and Democrats, but between Democrats and progressives. The city's property crime rate has been slightly higher than the national average, but violent crime has been lower historically. The overall number of incidents, meaning calls that bring police responses, has decreased since 2016. The number of high-priority incidents, including violent crime, make up less than 10% of the total. Before defunding and COVID, officers spent a little over half of their time on quality of life issues, such as noise complaints and intoxication. Burlington is also home to one of the country's most forward-thinking police departments. It has long prioritized community policing. It has been praised for its approach to the opioid crisis. Its police chief implemented reforms ahead of the curve, from mandating body-worn cameras to cutting ties with federal programs that give military equipment to police departments. So this is exactly what the progressives want. This is a police chief who went with body cams and said, we're not getting any more military equipment. We've heard that kind of claim, the desire before in our mayoral race recently. About 74% of the current police force holds bachelor's or advanced degrees. It's about twice the national average. But that police department still gets use of force incidents that come under increasing scrutiny, especially ones involving black men in the city, being they only make up 6% of the population. An incident in 2018 saw police officers respond to a report of an altercation at a bar. The officer approached the suspect, immediately took him to the ground. Guy hit his head on the ground, went unconscious. They're suing the city and the police department because of the incident. But Burlington has made progress. But now with the defunding, it's almost like pulling a trick out of a hat. I mean, when protesters marched in Burlington, defunding and termination of officers involved in demanding defunding and termination of officers in past use of force incidents, the city listened. Hightower proposed a resolution called Racial Justice Throughout Economic and Criminal Justice, exactly 1 month after Floyd's death. She had been elected to city council just 3 months earlier. Her victory helped the Progressive Party achieve the plurality of the council when they had half of all the seats available. She didn't even write the resolution for the most part. Vermont Racial Justice Alliance wrote it. And on June, the Alliance published a letter to City Council on its website demanding an apology and reparations for Burlington's role in slavery. Hightower didn't include all of their thoughts in her resolution. She only included 3 of them. It included a modified version of 30% reduction, stating the decrease from 105 to 74 officers should happen through attrition, not immediately. The resolution also ended the school resource officer program, called for diverting police funding to social and racial justice initiatives. It also directed the creation of a committee that would review how to build a healthy and safe community. It was approved by June 30th, just 5 days after it was proposed. The vote was 9-3. Well, the unintended consequences appeared quickly in Burlington, Vermont. Police officers began to leave in droves once they saw they were not being supported. Before defunding, Burlington averaged about 95% effective or active police officers. Today, the department has around 64. Often, they only have about 5 officers available to patrol at night. A city roughly 10,000 or 15,000 population less than Ocala. The exit interviews of the cops have been pretty clear. There's been a lack of support in the political sense. This is not how I want to serve and protect anymore. I feel devalued. Some of the officers are moving to other jurisdictions. Many officers felt blindsided, believed changes had made without input from officers themselves. Because of the experience that left, they were in a area of just not really experienced police force. It's not really clear whether crime has risen all that much or not since the cops left the force by numbers, because the FBI won't release those year-to-year comparisons till next year. But they do have incident data for 2021, which shows the total number of incidents are up just slightly. Certain type of incidents did become more common, including burglary, vehicle theft, and overdoses. Burley's busiest downtown strip, Church Street, where many of those incidents happen, is the most visible from defunding because there's not cops walking the beat anymore. This is what happens when you do a knee-jerk reaction, in my opinion. And that's what this was. 30% of the police force was cut. They said they were going to do it by attrition, but as soon as the police department seen that it didn't have the backing of the politicians or the community, it looked like, they just started either retiring or resigning and going to other jurisdictions. So it didn't happen by attrition, it happened overnight. To the point where they now have 5 police officers to patrol a city of 44,000 at nighttime. Doesn't seem very safe to me. If I was, say, a city relative to the size of Vermont, Burlington, Vermont, i.e. Ocala, Florida, the difference in population is about 10, 12, 15,000, not much. I'd say our community and police have a great working relationship. Everything's good here. We hadn't defunded the police. We haven't done any of that. It's a safe place to live. And look what happened when they defunded the police in Burlington, another place that you as a business are looking at. You're looking at Ocala or Burlington, Vermont to come bring you business. Look at our situation with public safety versus their situation. Yeah, you're right. I'd come to Ocala too. It's a bargaining chip that Burlington, Vermont has given up. Since the police force in Burlington has shrank, officers have to spend a greater percentage of their time on high priority issues and less on quality of life issues in Burlington. For 20 years, an outreach team from Howard Center, a mental health provider, has helped connect people to social services program and de-escalate conflict. She's been on the Howard team. Teresa Buddha has been on the Howard team for 18 years. She said her and her colleagues increasingly had to break up fights and witness more use of methamphetamines and other drugs. What disturbed her the most is that her clients tell her, we feel unsafe out here. There's not enough safety. There's not enough police officers to protect us in downtown. She said, a lot of my folks say it's like watching a huge out-of-control keg party in the downtown Vermont area, and there are no police to stop it. Could you imagine if our downtown square ran with no police protection or no police intervention and just let it be one big, huge, drunken, free-for-all keg party on the square? And they didn't police it because they didn't have enough police to police it? Could you imagine the outrage of this community? Well, that's what's happened in Burlington, Vermont. And that could be any town USA. Let's hope it never becomes Ocala, Florida. Take a break. Come back. Wrap up hour number 2. Coming up in hour number 3, Chief of Police Mike Balkin from the Ocala Police Department will be here. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this timeout on WOCA, The Source.
The beloved Christmas classic, It's a Wonderful Life, is live on stage at Ocala Civic Theater, now through December 19th. Retold as a radio play on Christmas Eve 1946, this faithful adaptation of the film is the heartwarming story.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck. Time's running out, but don't worry, Bob Wine still has tons of money-saving Christmas gifting ideas. Now take a listen. Lots of blooming holiday baskets, perfect for giving. You buy one at Bob's low price and get a second just like it for half price. In the greenhouse, check out the gorgeous selection of Woodstock chimes. Just in, what a perfect gift. Everyone wants their own citrus tree, and Bob has them. Just about any type of citrus you want. Put a big red bow on it, and for just $69.99, you don't even have to wrap it up. And of course, the best last-minute gift of all, a Bob Wine's gift certificate. Buy them in any amount, and you get gift certificates for yourself now or later. So hurry on over. They're open daily till 4. This week, they're closed Saturday, Christmas Day, and on New Year's Day. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery on Southeast 38th Street in Ocala, in the same blooming place since 1952. All the folks at Bob Wines wish you a wonderful holiday.
Sold, 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 sold.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and refined tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner & Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner & Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner & Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Will this be the year you finally get to enjoy Christmas at home? Let the Personal Service Center help you with your presents and goodies. They can gift wrap them, box them up, and ship them out, leaving you more time to enjoy the real meaning of the season. Personal Service Center, corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street. 352-789-6683. Look for the yellow signs.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back. As we wrap up hour number 2, I had to shut that Ocala Civic Theater commercial off in the middle of the commercial because the last show was yesterday for Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life. If you did not get to see It's a Wonderful Life at the Ocala Civic Theater, that's a you problem, not a me problem. It was a really, really good show. It marked the halfway point of the season for the Ocala Civic Theater. You still have a chance, though, to go see. Next up is Jules Verne, Around the World in 80 Days. Looking forward to that. Then they have Underneath the Lintel, which is a one-man show. And then they close out the season with Beauty and the Beast. You can go to get tickets by going to the Ocala marketing department at Ocala Civic Theater. You can buy tickets there, but it's still got Around the World in 80 Days, runs from January 20th to February 6th. underneath the lintel will be March 3rd to the 20th. And then the season closes with the magic of Disney's musical Beauty and the Beast from May 12th to June 5th. So get your tickets for the adventure. You can actually get a flex pass that gets you 2 of the 3 remaining ones for $75. You can purchase all 6 shows or 3 shows. So you can still get the last 3 shows for $75 if you buy them all together. Either way, if you do the shows together, you can save some money. Individual tickets are $30 each. But the Ocala Civic Theater, if you haven't taken advantage of the Ocala Civic Theater, you don't understand what kind of a gym we have right here in our backyard that a lot of people take advantage of. But I'm surprised at the people that when I talk to them say, hey, we went and saw Dirty Rotten Scoundrels at the Ocala Civic Theater. Really? I've never been there. People that are lifelong residents of Ocala. Really? I've never been there. I don't understand how that happens. I've had people tell me they've never been to the Appleton that grew up here. I'm like, how have you not been to the Appleton? It's one of the nicest museums, around this area with a fantastic collection, and people don't go. I maybe I'm missing something, but we have sometimes we take our area for granted. I mean, we really do. You forget that we live in the area. We don't forget it, but we forget how lucky we are to live in an area that have things like Rainbow Springs, Silver Springs, the Ocala River, the Withlacoochee River. We forget just how gifted we are to have those kind of outdoor activity areas. Silver River State Park, the Ocala National Forest. How gifted we are to have those as our backyard. Well, the Ocala Civic Theater and the Appleton fit in that same thing. We're gifted to have those kind of fantastic venues in our backyard, just as the Rileys here and the Cultural Center at On Top of the World are here. Those are gifts for us to have in our backyard, and sometimes I think we forget just how lucky we are to have those places that a lot of people wouldn't have. There's a lot of big cities that don't have an orchestra as advanced as ours. I help MC the Symphony Under the Stars every year at Mother's Day weekend. That's a pleasure for me to do because I get the gift of the symphony for one day. It's a fantastic outing. That's our symphony. The city of Ocala, the Marion County, it's our symphony. The Appleton, the Ocala Civic Theater, they're ours. Silver Springs, Rainbow Springs, the Withlacoochee, the Ocklawaha, they're ours. Sometimes I think we forget just how blessed we are as a community with some of the venues for entertainment and recreation that we have in our town. And I think we forget that they're gifts that a lot of people don't necessarily get to have. I implore you to take advantage of the gifts offered through places like the Ocala Civic Theater, the Appleton Museum, the Riley Arts Center, the Cultural Center at On Top of the World, all of our outdoor activity areas, the Silver River State Park, the Withlacoochee River, Rainbow Springs, Silver Springs, a plethora of great gifts the one up above has bestowed upon us right here in the Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. Going to take a break, come back, hour number 3. Chief of Police Mike Balkin in the building. We'll talk to him next on WOCA. The Source.
Mecum Auto Auction in Kissimmee, Florida.
Broadcasting from Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Senate Democrat Joe Manchin says he will not vote for the legislation. It looks like Democrats are not going to be able to overcome Republican opposition in the Senate to pass President Biden's roughly $2 trillion Build Back Better bill. Tom Cotton, the